So what really happened in Florida to hand George W. Bush victory in the presidential election? Did he win the state, or did something extraordinary happen in the run-up to the election that effectively delivered Florida for Bush? Newsnight has now unearthed evidence that 22,000 black and mostly Democratic voters were excluded from the electoral rolls by the private company which compiled them. That evidence will be presented at a special inquiry into the fairness of the ballot, which begins in Miami tomorrow.
The U.S. Civil Rights Commission is also on the trail. They called in Bush, Harris, and Roberts. Bush did not convince his critics.
You said resign already. You screwed up this state. You hope to steal this ballot.
I love you, man.
And in accordance with the laws of the state of Florida, I hereby declare Governor George W. Bush the winner of Florida's 25 electoral votes for the President of the United States.
Harris was a busy woman in charge of Florida's vote count and co-chair of Bush's presidential campaign.
Had she really been unbiased, wouldn't the appropriate actions for her to be to say, let's really get to the bottom of this election and let's make sure every vote is counted? She wanted George Bush to win, and so she interpreted every rule, every law in a way to help George Bush.
The Biltmore, grandest hotel in Miami. Democrats are upstairs eating chicken with their richest friends, charging $5,000 a plate. Let's see if we can get in. Not far away from the millionaires on the balcony, a voter had taken hostages at gunpoint, protesting against the election fraud. But here, it's back to champagne politics as usual. One Democrat, big shot at the soiree, whispered they would have done the same as Katherine Harris if they had the chance. State officials point the finger at the counties and say it's their responsibility to check if the names on the list are real felons before disqualifying them.
Please turn off that camera.
And we did ask Katherine Harris, Florida's Secretary of State, for an interview to discuss all the issues raised in that film. Sadly, we didn't get any response.